Okay, so I've got an array called nameList. It's actually 1 to 4 rather than 1 to 10, so I'm just going to change the question. And we want to sort this out using insertion sort. So we want this to loop from 2 to 4. That's quite easy. We've then got a variable called temp. And what we want temp to do, I'm going to just go to a box. We want temp to store nameList, so this, and this pointer. So we're currently, this pointer is currently, let's do a box for this. I'm going to do this P for this pointer. This pointer is currently 2. So we move 2 into temp. So temp is now 2. So when we talk about 2, we're not talking about the number 2, we're talking about position 2, which ironically is the number 2. So we're taking nameList, this pointer, and we're storing the number 2 in here from position 2. We've then got another variable called pointer. And this is going to be this pointer, which is currently in position 2, minus 1. So 1. Now, we've then got this loop, which will run within this for loop. So while nameList pointer, so we're talking about position 1, so number 9, is greater than temp. And now I'm going to do this solution, and I'm then going to explain why in a little bit of time. The pointer is greater than 0. So temp at the moment is 2. So this loop is true because pointer is 9. It's greater than 0. So what do we want to happen? Well, what we're going to do is we've got the number 2, we've got the number 9, and we want to switch them. I want to put the number 2 here and eventually also the number 9 there. So to do that, the first thing we're going to do is take pointer, which is the number 9, and store it in nameless pointer plus 1. So now let's make some changes to this list. So we've got 2 here. Sorry, we don't. We've got 9 here, and we've now got 9 here. So what we've done is we move the number 9 and put it into its next door neighbor. So we've got now our list 9918. We're then going to do pointer minus 1. That's going to affect this, which is going to become 0. Our pointer value is now 0. We're going to go back to the condition of the loop. Does this equal true? So nameless pointer 0, well, it's not pointing to anything, so this is false. And pointer is greater than 0. Well, we know that pointer is at the moment pointing to 0. Therefore, the loop breaks. What we're going to do now is place our temp, which is the number 2, into pointer plus 1. So inside pointer plus 1, we've got the number 9. Why? Because 0 plus 1 is position 1. So here. And we're going to put the number 2 in there. So now we've had our first swap. 2 and 9 have swapped. We then go back to the start of a loop where we're now going to be on number 3. So if I just get the eraser out, let's do some very accurate, this doesn't do that. Let's change the size of my eraser. Okay, so what do we have now? Well, temp will equal nameless this pointer, so temp is going to become the value of whatever's in position 3. So 1, 2, 3, it's going to become 1. Nice and easy. pointer is going to become this pointer, 3 minus 1, 2. So pointer is going to become the number 2. Okie dokie. So, we've then got the loop, while nameless pointer. So, it's looking at the number 9. Is greater than temp. Is 9 greater than 1? Yes, it is. And pointer is greater than 0? Yes, it is. So what we're going to do? Well, we're going to take whatever's in pointer, which at the moment is the number 9. And we're going to place it in pointer plus 1. So we're going to place it into here. The number 9 is now there. What we're going to do now is take away 1 from pointer. So position pointer is now going to be 1. So remember, when we talk about pointer, if it's got nameless, we're talking about the data inside the array. If we're just having pointer by itself, we're talking about the integer. So we then go back to the top of this list. Whilst nameless pointer, which is at this moment pointing to number 2. So we've got the value number 2, which is pointing to. And pointer is greater than 0. Yes, it is. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to take nameless pointer, which is pointing to here, the number 2. And we're going to place it into pointer plus 1, which is where this number 9 is. So we're going to do, I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to place in the number 2. Then we're going to do pointer minus 1. So this pointer becomes 0. We then go back to the top of the loop. As pointer is 0, we break the loop. We then move down to here. Temp, which has got the number 1, will equal pointer plus 1, which will be position 1. So we're going to place this number 1 value into here. So we've got 1, 2, 9, 8. See if you can do the rest in terms of the flow. I'm going to do the solution as well for you, but pause the video, give it a go yourself. Okay, so what we have now is this pointer will equal 4. We're then going to take nameless this pointer, which is the number 8. So what we've got the following. We've got this pointer equals 4, so I'm going to change this value to 4. I haven't done that at all this demonstration, but never mind. Nameless this pointer, which is the number 8, will go into temp. So number 8 will go into temp. And then we're going to take away, so this pointer, minus 1, which will be 3, will go into pointer. So this will be the number 3. While nameless pointer, which is the number 9, is greater than temp. Yes, it is greater than temp. 9 is bigger than 8. So what we're going to do, we're going to do pointer, nameless, we're going to pointer plus 1. So we're going to put this number 9 into our list here. Nice and easy. We're then going to reduce 1 from a pointer. So pointer is going to be pointing to number 2. So delete, 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 delete. Number 2. We're going to here. So remember the pointer is which value is it pointing to next. So we're at number 2. We go to the top of the loop. well, I'll name this pointer, which at the moment is this. We're pointing to the number 2, is greater than temp. It's not greater than temp. It isn't bigger than temp. Therefore, we don't do this loop because both conditions need to be true. This and this. Whilst it's bigger than 0, it's not bigger than temp. Temp is 8. We've got 2. So it's not going to be any more swaps. So what we do is we break the loop. Temp, which is 8, will get put into pointer, which is 2, plus 1, 3. So we put it in here. And there you go. We have now done an insertion sort. And now I've screwed up.